Expansion into international routes is often seen as a major milestone for domestic carriers seeking regional relevance and growth. Nigeria's state-owned carrier Ibom Air has launched its international operations at the Victor Atta International Airport, Uyo, with a maiden flight to Accra, marking its entry into the international aviation market. At the launch, Governor Umoeno described the development as historic and an avenue to boost tourism, trade and foreign investment. Now let's share the story with you.
Let me start by thanking the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, for his support. As a matter of fact, his approval that this airport should have an international status. We thank him for the funds that he has made available to subnationals to pursue our dreams and our blueprint. Without that support, we will not be here today. This airport today is ready to begin international flights.
It's not a terminal building, it's a transit hub. That is what George was trying to say when he was saying, you don't understand, we in aviation understand. It is, what you are seeing here today is immense, is huge. You don't know the impact yet, sir. The kind of impact it will have on the economy of Akwa Ibom State, you don't understand yet. He was trying to explain that people can come here and transfer from international to international, domestic to international, and international to domestic. It does not exist in any subnational anywhere in the country. I say so as the aviation minister.
From the spring in London, New York, Paris, and indeed all other parts of the world where our diasporans are living and adding commendable value to the cascading beaches of Ibom, from the raffia city of Ikorekpene to the clean boulevards of Uyo, Akwa Ibom indeed is rising. After all the hard work put into the realization of this moment, the meetings, the consultations, and the various inspections done to be sure that all that needed to be done were executed, here we are, finally back on an international flight from Accra, landing Uyo for the first time in the history of this airport. We are priming our state as the tourism hub of our region, from air, land, and sea. We are strategically building an economy around tourism. This maiden flight and subsequent flights to designated destinations across the West, Central, and Southern Africa will help position us as a destination of choice.
All right then, beautiful one coming from Akwa Ibom State. I'm going to be starting with BKO. BKO, I mean, with Ibom Air, you're launching an international route from Uyo to Accra. Talk to me. What's the significance of this to the state and also Nigeria as a country?
It's a very significant development, and I feel honored to have been part of that inaugural flight from the Ibom Victor Atta International Airport in Uyo to the Kotoka International Airport in Accra, Ghana. It was a moment of pride for us as Nigerians that an airline owned by a state government can begin to expand its tentacles beyond the boundaries of our country. It's such a significant development, and the successes that Ibom here has recorded, having a revenue of more than 92 billion in 1 year and a profit after tax of 12 billion is significant. And you can see that more and more states are setting up airlines of their own. Those states that has at least 4 landings in a day are about to start their own airline. Lagos State is planning not just an airport in the Lekki area, it is also planning to have its own airline as well. Cross River has begun its airline. Enugu State has begun its airline. So Ibom Air is demonstrating leadership in that sector among the states of our country. And what we are seeing is clearly evidence of growth and development of that airline. As we speak now, Ibom Air has sent pilots, 20 pilots on training, 20 engineers, and one of the pilots that is sent to Paris for training was a co-pilot of the airplane, of the Ibom airplane that brought us back from Ghana. Now, for that development to continue, the governor of Akwa Ibom State has now even set up a ministry of aviation development, which will be taking care of their picturesque airport, which in my view is probably the best terminal in our country, currently the most beautiful that I've seen. And of course, take care of the business to ensure that the airline continues to grow, continues to sustain profitability, just the same way that Ethiopia Airlines has been able to do over the years. It's a case of the private sector running the airline. You know, government is not involved. A situation like, do not move. The governor is still in his house. Wait until the governor comes before you fly. That has never happened with Ibom here. They have run that place professionally, and we are seeing progress being made. The first state-owned airline to go international in our country by having its inaugural flight into Accra. And from there, we expect that they will be able to expand to some of the countries of the Gulf of Guinea.
All right, Mayor, Ibom Air's entry into international operation can be considered a true aviation milestone, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a milestone because when Ibom Air started, a lot of people felt that it was an overreach, that the state government has no business running an airline. That's what most people felt. But they've made a success of it, and we have to commend them for it, because not only have they started an airline, they've made it one of the best airlines in the country in terms of keeping to time and not having the kind of problems that all the frontliners in the aviation industry, the kind of problems that they encounter. Going to Accra, yes, a milestone because it's an international flight.
Yes.
But Accra is like the bread and butter of international flights in Nigeria. The route is very profitable because it's less than an hour flight, and you pay premium for it. So it is profitable for them. It's easy. Like what you charge in Lagos to Accra is almost 3 times. It's not almost 3 times what you would charge from Lagos to Abuja. So it's a route that most people will want to go because it's a safe route. I will hope that they will be able to do the more difficult ones, like going to UK, for example.
Well, let's start with South Africa,
yes,
and the UK.
So yes, those are difficult ones. But right now, I think I will advise that they concentrate on the West African coast. Okay. Because I believe that there's still a lot of money to be made on the West African coast. Because right now, hardly do you get flights that moves apart from Accra. Okay. If you want to go to Guinea, if you want to go to Mali, if you want to go to
Burkina Faso,
Senegal, if you want to go to Gambia, you have to now go to Togo to go and get a flight.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the airline in Togo, for you to be able to connect all those places. So I think that there's still a lot of money to be made in those zones.
To be made on the West
Yes,
African
on that
route.
West African coast. They can concentrate on that. And based on the kind of professionalism that they use to run the airline, I believe that they will make a success of it.
They will make a success of it. I mean, Biko, in your opinion, the Ibom Air's operations, you know, the Ibom Air International launch, it's a bold leap, isn't it? Biko, try and unmute.
Yes, it is.
Yes, okay.
Yes, it is a significant development. Equatorial Guinea is just about 20 minutes by air from Uyo. Cameroon is just another 20 minutes, just 20 minutes. So there are people who want to see an airline operate not far away from both countries. And there are many Nigerians in both Equatorial Guinea and Cameroon. They want, they believe that with an airline coming, it will help them to reduce the long connection flights that they have to take to get to some of those countries. You know, so it is believed that this would help in terms of expansion of their business, and of course it will be a hub, because some passengers would pass through on their way to their different strategic location. Okay. And it is also an opportunity to create employment. I was happy to see Nigerians wearing the colors of Ibom Air, who are already working as staff of the airline, ticketing staff, and other categories of staff in Accra there. So this is a very good development. It's a positive development. So those who are saying states should not be setting up airlines, I wonder what they will say about Ethiopian Airline that has made a tremendous success. Even at the peak of the problems confronting Ethiopia, when Mengistu was in power, that airline remained the highest foreign exchange earner for their country, and they did their best to not touch it so that it can continue to be the face and a symbol of greatness of their country. So Ibom here has set the right example, and I'm happy that one can report growth in terms of profit after tax for that company, despite the fact that they recorded some losses in the early years. Now, it's in a much healthier position, and the revenue is growing year on year. So I see a great future for this airline under the leadership of Governor Moeno.
All right, then. Okay, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation.